morning to all respected. On behalf of the Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakta Kavi Mehta University, and you all are heartily welcome to this university. And from now onwards, you will be a part of this family, and you all have to raise the name of this university like others do. The Department of Commerce and Management has organized Adept Talk series. Today, I warmly welcome today's eminent expert, Professor Sanjay Bhayani sir. Today's I warmly welcome Honorable and enthusiastic Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dr. Chetan Trivedi sir. I also welcome all the EC members, principals, professors, research scholars, and my faculty members. I also welcome who are watching through YouTube, Facebook also. I also warmly welcome today's series, Adept Talk, eminent expert Dr. Bhayani sir. Adept Talk is designed to improve the knowledge in the field of commerce and management. 21st century is the century of the knowledge, and the aim of the department is to give quality education to our valuable assets to our students. Kindly join with us. It's a journey of the knowledge. Let's share the knowledge and build a new India. About the Doctor and Professor and Dean of the Sanjay Bhayani sir, he has been working as a professor, head and dean in the Department of Business Management, MBA program, Saurashtra University, Rajkot since long. I am very happy to serve with you. He has attended one FDPM at Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, 2004-2005, and he awarded CRMS fellowships. He has been serving his duty as a General Secretary and Treasurer in Indian Accounting Association, India. He receives various prestigious awards from across the country. He has completed 4 major research projects from the UGC, AICTE, and ICSSR. He considered as a good academician in the field of accounting, finance, and management. He has attended 121 international, national, and state conference and present 104 research paper on the various areas of the management. He has published 153 research paper related to field of management, have in leading journals of the national and international level. 27 research scholars have completed his PhD research under his supervision, and 6 scholars are pursuing his PhD research under his supervision. Honorable Vice-Chancellor Professor Dr. Chetan Trivedi sir has inspired us to start this series under his efficient guidance. I again welcome Honorable Vice-Chancellor Professor Dr. Chetan Trivedi sir to deliver his occasional speech. Professor Trivedi sir, please.
Very good afternoon to all present over here, especially today's our eminent speaker, Professor Sanjay Bhai from Saurashtra University, Dr. Bhavsinh Dodia, the head of the department, Anitaba, Dinesh Bhai, Vinit Bhai, and all other people, students, entrepreneurs, and lover of this Adept Talk. When I am using the word all, means this program is now not limited to the students of Bhakta Kavi Mehta University Commerce Department only. I'm very happy to see some of the students from science faculty, some of the students from humanities are also being the part of this function, this program. So this program is getting great TRPs, great popularities, especially among youth people, among youngsters, and among entrepreneurs. I'm very happy to state that Department of Commerce and Management is doing wonderful job in the form of students admission, interactive teaching, assignment, presentation, seminars, conferences, group talk, and role plays. Along with that, this research and this Adept Talk is a novel idea of uniting global mind on a same platform to motivate our students. Since we are the remote part of the world, but this corona has taught us a lot how to be the part of the center, even though if you are in the remote part of the world. So this has taught us a lot, and Commerce Department has used it, blessing in disguise. And the corona blessing they have used as disguise. And today I think it is the 8th program. Since last 2 months, it is not an exaggeration to tell, since last 2 months, constantly the programs are going on. And today I'm very happy to see the this topic is very exciting topic, even for me also. The 3-box solution strategy for learning. If I am not mistaken, I have seen somewhere Vijay Govindarajan's book, if I am not wrong. That man has written a book. Yes, Vijay Govindarajan has written a book, that 3-box solution strategy. Yes, that book. Yes. So somebody was talking about this book also. So this is a wonderful book. One should read. Not only from a person of commerce and management, but every administrator, every person, because this book is talking about our present, past, and future. Because when you are just putting any idea or taking any decision, so the sense of decision making is always connected with past, and it has an implication to the future. So your today's scenario, your today's viewpoint is not alone, is not separate. It has a close connection with your past as well as future. So this is something which is a very wonderful way Govindarajan has put into the book. And when you are talking about this 21st century skills, 21st century, when we all are talking about, we have to make our local a vocal and vocal to global. So we all are going into that chain of making vocalization. In that sense, skills are most important. What are the other things that we should have? First is the skill. Second is the method. If you have skill, but if you do not have method, the skills are useful. Suppose you have arranged a nice talk, but method that you have to invite people, you have to call people, you have to convey material to the people, you have to assign duties. So method is equally important. Third is metrics, because we all are living in the world of data. The metrics and analysis. So without metrics, you can't do anything. Fourth is mindset. But if you do not have positive attitude and mindset to do, positive mindset to put into the action, nothing is possible. And at last, not but the least, it is always leadership that makes a sense. I have seen, and so many universities and so many places in so many big companies, without proper leadership and without proper guidance, the things are decaying, things are rotten into the sense. So with the skill, method, metrics, mindset, and leadership, these are some of the 5 areas. I expect Professor Bhayani is a very learned professor. He's been doing a lot. He's a man of action, not words. I know him. He himself has made so many experiments in the field of education, in the field of commerce, in the field of research. So we'll definitely explain all such strategies. Ultimate aim of this program is, हम लोगों के सौरठ का जो बच्चा है, यहाँ से ग्रेजुएट पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट होकर जब मार्केट में जाए तो એમાં સિંહને જેવું ખમીર આવે, એની ચેતના, એની ગર્જના આવે, એની ગર્જના સાથે એની વાતમાં વજન આવે. એ વાતમાં વજન લાવવા માટેનો આ ઉપક્રમ અને આ પ્રયોજનમાં હું ભાવસી ડોડિયાને ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન આપું છું. અને ભયાણી સાહેબ, personally as a vice chancellor, I am thankful to you because you have spared this time for the students કે જેના મા બાપ ગરીબ છે, ખેતી કરે છે, ગામડામાં વસે છે, એવા ગામડાના બાળકો માટે જ્યારે કોઈ વિચારતું નથી, ત્યારે તમે લોકોએ આ સરસ મજાનો ઉપક્રમ કર્યો, એને હું ખૂબ ધન્યવાદ આપું છું. મારે એક અગત્યની મીટિંગ બીજી છે, એટલે હાલમાં આપની વચ્ચેથી વિદાય લઈશ, પણ રાત્રે it is my assurance before I go to sleep, I will definitely listen to your lecture and I also give feedback to you. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your inspiring word and energetic word.
Thank you, sir. Vice-Chancellor, sir, Trivedi sir. I feel happy to inform you that Bhakta Kavi Narsinh Mehta University may be the first university who started this series for the commerce, management, finance, banking, marketing, accounting, and general management topics. Now I welcome today's eminent expert, Professor Sanjay Bhayani, sir, deliver his expert speech topic for the 3-box solution strategy for leading. Sir, please. Bhayani, sir.
Very good afternoon to everybody. Respected Dr. Bhavsinh Dodia, Head Department of Commerce and Management, Professor Trivedi sir, presently who is left the meeting, Vice-Chancellor of the Bhakta Kavi Narsinh Mehta University, faculty members of the Department of Commerce, and dear student, research scholar, and students from all other disciplines. As rightly observed by the Professor Trivedi sir, like 3-box solution and the strategy for leading innovation. And sir has been mentioned in his address that this series is started by this Bhakta Kavi Narsinh Mehta University and doing very well. So I would like to congratulate to Trivedi sir and Department of Commerce leading by the Dodia and his team for a nice initiative. And as rightly observed and mentioned by the Trivedi sir, the students are from Junagadh University, Bhakta Kavi Mehta University are coming from villages. I am also nearby that university. My village is Supedi, that is 35 kilometers away from Junagadh only. So all the students are coming from a rural background, but they had a very good intellectual capital. And so I can say now we will focus like what is this. So as this topic, 3-box solution, a strategy for leading innovation. That is my today's discussion is based on the one book written by the Professor Vijay Govindarajan. Who is Vijay Govindarajan? First, I would like to give some ideas about, because Professor Vijay Govindarajan, he was earlier as a professor of strategy in the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and presently he is a professor of strategy at Harvard Business School, USA, Tuck Business School, Harvard, and that is, he is working as a professor of strategy. So now, what is strategy? So he rightly observed and mentioned the 3-box strategy for leading innovations, that is for future. And he mentioned, he argues that it is an important, you have to create future as managing present. Being any organization, what they have to do, they have to see about the future and they have to manage present is most important. And this means the adopting to change through non-linear breakthrough innovation. The main theme of this topic is of breakthrough innovation. And the key to an organization's success in the future is in viewing the change as a rhythmic, cyclical, and continuous activity. As we all aware about, that is what is going on in the entire world. Even sir has mentioned that we are in one part of the countries and in Gujarat also Junagadh. But I can say nowadays nobody is in anywhere. All are in a central part. There is no any geographical boundary. Everything is online. Everything is based on what you think, what is your idea. So everybody has to think for the future. And so now strategy is not about celebrating the past. And in Indian philosophy, what we believe, my father was this, our country history is this. But in the present day, we don't think about of what was our past. But it is not about the celebrating the present. It is only about the leadership in the future. So we always say India has a great history. Our forefather was this. Our very good movement was, struggle was done. And but now, if we are not thinking about the future, then we will be failure. And our present Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, what he said, khulli aankhein sapna jo, that is future. You have to see about of your future, what I want to do. Even though an organization is leader today, if they are failed to be make continuous change, they will be definitely failed. I would like to give one example. Before around 10 years ago, who was the leader in the cellular phone market? Not in India, in entire world. Obviously, it was Nokia. Now, what is the present status of Nokia? Maybe it is out from the market. So it means that when we are only seeing what is our past, it will be never useful. If you will fail to understand the expectation of your future customer, then you will be out. So you have to see what I have to think for the future. So therefore, if you want to be a leader in the future, you have to adopt change. So change is a constant process. Today I have made this change, that will never end. It is a continuous process. So, and another word for the adopting the change is innovation. Innovation is a big word. It means change. We can make some minor improvement that will be called as a change, but innovation is a totally different things. It should be beyond your imagination. Okay, presently I am saying whatever maybe you are imagining, that will become a reality in future always. So that is important. So that thing is required not for Indian company, that is for all over the world. We have to see what is going on US, what is going on UK, or what is going on multinational company. So I have to think about of for them, and we have to think what we have to do. So in that approach, Govindarajan has given the 3 box. So suppose how would you shape the evolution of your organization for 2030, and what is presently you are? It means you have to think in today 2021 where my company will be in 2031. So you have to think for the futures. When we are teaching the planning in our students, there are the different types of the planning we are doing: short-term planning, medium-term planning, and long-term planning. So in strategy, you have to always think for the future, means long-term planning. Can I screen share, sir?
Yes, sir.
I open.
Sir, yes, sir.
દેખાય છે વિઝિબલ થયું?
Yes, sir.
પીપીટી આવી ગઈ?
પીપીટી સર તમે પ્લે કરો એટલે આવી જશે. તમે નહીં દેખાવ પણ પીપીટી દેખાશે.
હા, આવી ગઈ?
હા, હવે પ્લે કરો તો આવી જશે.
Now, the 3 box solutions. So, as per the views given by the Dr. Vijay Govindarajan, it can be presented in the 3 box. So, these are the 3 box, that is present, that is box number 1, past, that is box number 2, and future, that is box number 3. So, now what is box number 1? So, that is called as a present. It means in a box number 1, you have to manage the present, means the optimize the current business. So this is called as a present. It means suppose if you are doing a business in any market, what will be the role of as a CEO? You have to optimize the current business. It means your sales should be on a top. You have to make the continuous improvement. You have to try to improve the sales. You have to try to improve the profitability. You have to try to reduce your cost. And it means in terms of you have to utilize all the resources, not only physical resources, you have to also think for the human resources also. So that is called as a present. And box number 2, that is about of your past. So in the past, that is you have to forget the past. This is rightly mentioned. Okay, you have to forget the past. Okay, suppose I was 80% topper in 12th, forget it. You have to think for future. If you only be on that idea, I can do it, but you may lose that percentage anytime because new competitors may come up. So what you have to do, let go of the values and practices that fuel the current business but fail the new one. And that's, you have to forget it. It means you have to abandon the ideas, practices and attitude that could inhibit the innovations. When we depend on past only, definitely we will forget about of our innovations. Our thinking will become limited only. When you will think about of the future, that is third box, that is you have to create the future. Invest in new business model. It means convert breakthrough ideas into new product and businesses. Presently, in the beginning, I told you have to be make a necessary continuous changes, but that change will be not much more useful. You have to make breakthrough ideas. So that is about of future. What is the meaning of breakthrough idea? Breakthrough idea means that you have to think beyond the boundaries. Whatever may be, suppose you have to think today, I can run the motorcycle with water also. I can run motorcycle with air also. Such types of the thinking you have to start, and you have to start to thinking on it, and you have to start the research on it. Then and then you will be a winner in the market. Suppose you are the better, have a box 1 project in 2020 or 2021, but at the same time you better have box 2 and box 3 project targeted at the future as well. So you can take the example of the Nokia. Suppose Nokia was the market leader. 80% market share was of Nokia. They were leader, but they have not considered the expectation or competition, future competition from the market. And so they are failed. So you have to think what should be in the box 3. So both the set of projects require different capabilities, matrices, process, and people. Okay, suppose in a box 1, you have to manage the present. So regarding the present market share, you have to think in that way. Simultaneously, you have to think about of the future. You have to make the R&D investment. Suppose you can take the examples of present situation that has been happened related to the COVID. So most of the pharmaceutical company, leading pharmaceutical companies had immediately started to develop a vaccine of COVID. And India has also been one of them, has succeeded. And presently we are in the top even in a world market. So such types of the immediate action, innovative idea, each and every company has to do. Now, I would like to give one example before going to this discussion. Okay, now whenever anybody is thinking about of this innovative idea, so what is this innovative idea? Suppose I would like to give one example that is related to the universities. Okay, suppose presently we all are aware about of that is ranking of the university, accreditation status of the university. NIRF ranking, GSIRF ranking, NAC accreditation, and all these things. And suppose at the international level, there is a QS ranking. So now in that QS ranking, okay, what about the present status? Suppose if you will think about of this QS ranking in 1960, at that time in the top university list, major universities was from which country? Can you guess? In top 10 university, at that time, major universities was from Germany only. And nowadays, in 2020 or 21, which country has a major university in the top 10 university? Obvious, the example is of US. So why this thing is happened? Because US university has made a breakthrough innovation, and one of the best example is of that is related to the MIT. Who is in the number 1 in the QS ranking? Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Why MIT is on the top? Because they had made a breakthrough innovation in their teaching, learning, curricula, and all the aspect. I would like to give one example. Suppose they have been developed online educations long back, before 15 or 20 years ago. MIT has developed online educations. Nowadays in India, due to these COVID situations, we have adopted this online education. But MIT was pioneer in it. Even they had developed curricula as per the need of the industry. Another one characteristics of top of the MIT is that they are using their alumni for the betterment of university. So if you want to develop your university, your alumni can play an important role. They can support to your university. So that thing is done by the MIT. So MIT is in the QS ranking is in number 1. So that is called as a breakthrough innovation. So such types of the innovation is most important for any country. And another example that I would like to give with this slide. Suppose when you are thinking about of the 3 different types of the boxes. So that is fundamental difference between the box 1 project, box 2 and box 3 project. When you are thinking about of the box 1 project, it means box 1 project that deals related to the present. Whereas the box 2 and box 3, these projects are related to the past and future. So now when you are in a market and you are in the box 1, means you have to optimize your market share. You have to optimize your resources. So at that time, being a CEO of any company, to manage the box 1 project is easier as compared to the project under the box 2 and box 3, means related to the future. So in a box 1 project, when you are in a market, so you will get the clear signals from the market. So what is my market share? Who are my competitors? What types of the other external factors they are making impact to my business? So such types of the clear signals, being a CEO, you will get. So that is under box 1. Second, linear changes. What is the meaning of linear changes? You all are aware about of this topic in your curricula also. Okay, there are the 2 variable X and variable Y. Impact of X variable will be on impact of Y. Okay, so suppose this types of the changes will done in variable X. Same impact will be done on variable Y. So such types of that means you can identify the changes, linear changes. Third one is the 6 sigma quality. I think being students of commerce and management, you are aware about of it. 6 sigma quality means almost zero defect. Almost zero defect. No any defect in your production or delivery systems. And in India level, I think everybody is aware about of this Dabbawala, Mumbai Dabbawala. They had a 6 sigma certification. It means while delivering this tiffin in a Bombay, not a single mistake done by that illiterate or very lower level educated people. So such types of the quality you should have in project 1, and that you can also identify. Next one is the continuous process improvement. It means nowadays process should be improved every day, because if you want to compete your competitors, continuous improvement in the process is required, so you can reduce your cost of production, because in a competitive environment you cannot increase your sales price. So to increase your profit or maintain the profit, that continuous process improvement is required. And total quality management and operational excellence. Operational excellence converted into, I can say, continuous improvement when you will implement in your organizations, that leads to operational excellence and that leads to total quality management. So such types of the strategy you have to adopt in a box 1 project. Whereas when you are thinking about of the box 2 and box 3 project, it means you had a weak signal, because future is always uncertain. So for identification of future, there is no, you will get proper signal. So you have to predict it with your vision and your thoughts and ideas. And second one is non-linear changes in your industry. It means there is no any relevance of variable x into y into z, y into x. You cannot predict, you cannot estimate with the help of various mathematical statistical tools. It is always uncertain. And that is, third one is the breakthrough innovation and fundamental innovation. So breakthrough innovation means you cannot imagine it, you cannot think on it also, and such types of the product you have to put in the market that will, I can say, with the help of that breakthrough innovation, you can become a market leader within a day also. So the several examples is I also given with the invention of the internet. Suppose today we think about, if there is no internet, what will happen? We cannot live for a single day without the internet. So that innovation taken place in the past. So that is called as a breakthrough innovation. And with the help of that, so many other new business that has been developed, eBay, Amazon.com, Google, and Flipkart. So these are the examples of breakthrough innovations. With the help of this, you can develop a new product. So now non-linear changes in the Indian market. So in the context of Indian companies looking at, say, the next 2 decades, what would be the non-linear changes that could create a tremendous opportunity for non-linear innovations. So normally for non-linear changes, technology is not only the source of non-linear changes. Obviously, we every day said that technology will change. Definitely, technology is going upgraded every day. But this is not only one of the aspects. The customers of the future could be fundamentally different from the customer of today. It means those customers' expectations are on today, it will change tomorrow. They will expect much more things. Every day in a mobile, new models are coming up. Even you can think in a near futures, there will be no any physical instruments. That new technology will come. So that is such types of the changes and innovations and research is going on Samsung company. Virtual instrument will come. And so many researchers are doing the research on it. So I would like to give one example, what is breakthrough innovation and what is non-linear innovations. I have taken one example, that is General Electric healthcare business. GE is the biggest company of the USA. So what happens in the GE? So General Electric company has developed a one machine that is called as a ECG machine, that is called as a electronic cardiogram machine, and everybody presently we are aware about to measure the efficiency of the heart, that ECG will be taken. And they had developed a one machine. The cost of that machine at the time, it was $20,000 US. So now think about of this being, suppose if you are a multinational company, if you want to sell that machine in India, is it feasible? No, because you cannot compare the income of India and income of USA. What is the per capita income of the USA and what is the per capita income of Indians? So that is quite different. It means per capita income is more than $50,000 is in the USA, and India is only more than $1,500 or $1,700. So when this machine is developed, it was a big machine, and many US hospital, they have purchased that machines. With that machine, many lives that has been saved, but they cannot sell that machine on an international level. So GE has done a constant R&D on that machine, and they developed a very, very portable machine. And that machine that has been called as a new innovation did by the GE, and can't you imagine what will be the cost of that machine? That is only the cost of that machine would be around $1,000 only. And its earlier machines to scan one ECG was cost $200. With this machine, new machine, to scan one ECG, that was only less than $2. So such types of the innovation did by this GE. So once we developed any product, we cannot stop to think about to develop a new idea and to make some more innovative product, very easy operated product. So that is did by the GE. And another example I would like to draw to you, that is, suppose when we are thinking about of this breakthrough innovation, I would like to give one interesting example. Suppose in a one-day cricket, one breakthrough innovation was done by the, suppose in a earlier, in a one-day 50-over match, normally the score was around 200 runs only. But around 1996, Sri Lankan team has done a breakthrough innovation. In earlier matches, before 1996, in a first 15-over matches, around 30 run, 40 run, 50 runs, that was normal score. But Sanat Jayasuriya and that entire Sri Lankan team had started a stroke in the air, means maximum, because maximum fielders are in the 15-yard circles. So they use not to run take the run through ground shots. They hit the sixes. હવામાં સ્ટ્રોક મારવા માંડ્યા. અને આનાથી વન ડે ક્રિકેટની અંદર એક નવું રિવોલ્યુશન આવ્યું, અને that is high scoring match. In a 15 in a first 15 over, they score 100 run or more than 100 runs. So that is one of the examples of breakthrough innovation. Now I would like to give one example that is related to the market discontinuities and industry transformation. Okay, suppose what is this breakthrough innovation? This is the example of Olympic records. Okay, suppose કે Olympic ની અંદર high jump ની અંદર એક રેકોર્ડ બન્યો એ રેકોર્ડ કઈ રીતે બન્યો એના માટેનું એક એક્ઝામ્પલ મેં તમારા માટે લીધું છે. એમાં એવું છે કે સપોઝ ઇફ યુ વિલ મેક ધ કન્ટિન્યુઅસ ઇમ્પ્રુવમેન્ટ ઇન યોર એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ પ્રોડક્ટ, you cannot do a breakthrough innovation. So suppose here the example is of in 1900 high jump ની અંદર high jumping માટે જે Olympics player હતા, they were using one technique that is called as a scissors traditionally. એટલે દોડતા દોડતા આવે ને જમ્પ મારીને કૂદી જાય, બરાબર. તો એ પહેલી ટેકનિક હતી. ત્યાર પછી એની અંદર તમે સુધારો લાવો તો તમે રેકોર્ડ બ્રેક કરવા માંગો તો એમાં જાજો ચેન્જ થઈ શકે નહીં. ત્યાર પછી બીજી ટેકનિક જે ડેવલપ થઈ વેસ્ટર્ન રોલ ટેકનિક અરાઉન્ડ 1920. એટલે એની અંદર પ્લેયર્સ દોડતો દોડતો આવે ને પછી આમ આડો થઈને પડી જાય, બરાબર. તો ધેટ ઇઝ યુ કેન સી હિયર વેસ્ટર્ન રોલ. ત્યાર પછી થર્ડ છે સ્ટ્રેડલ, એમાં મોઢું નીચેની સાઈડ રાખીને કૂદે છે. અને જે અત્યારે ઓલિમ્પિકની અંદર હાઈએસ્ટ જમ્પિંગ રેકોર્ડ થયો, that is called as this new technique that is called as a Fosbury flop. It means કે જેવો પ્લેયર આવે ત્યાં એકદમ જમ્પ લે અને પેલા પોતાનું માથું પસાર કરે, જમ્પિંગ જે રાખેલી હોય છે સ્ટીક, અને પછી એના પગે આગળથી નીકાળે છે. So this is called as a breakthrough innovation. So maximum record has been created in an Olympic high jump competition. Same way, I have given an example in a cricket. If you want to score 400 runs, 300 runs, you have to score maximum run in first 15 overs. So this is the breakthrough innovation in a sports. So same way, the example of GE, first he invented machine with the $20,000 cost, and then finally cost is only $1,000. Another example of the breakthrough innovation is that is suppose in Indian telecommunication industry, whatever may be the rates available to the customer for a calling rate, which is the lowest in the entire world. Why? Because we had a huge customer base. We are optimum using our telecommunication resources. So in that telecommunication companies, they can provide very cheaper rate to the customers. Second example is of India. Presently is the huge potentiality for medical tourism. Okay, suppose if you want to do one eye surgery in the US, it is too costly, whereas that same surgery can be done a very cheaper rate with the qualitative surgery. In India, it is become possible. So there are the several examples of an Indian medical industries are there. Even if you want to do a open heart surgery in the US, it is very costly, whereas in India is very, very cheaper. So these are the several breakthrough innovation examples you can also see in our Indian companies also. So I would like to now, so for that purpose, suppose what will be the strategy architecture for such types of the breakthrough innovation? The one-sheet strategic plan. You have to prepare a one-sheet strategic plan which covers non-linearity. Okay. You cannot make estimates if you have to think beyond the boundary. That is called as a non-linearity. And second one is what is your strategic intent. For a good example for the strategic intent is the Dr. Mohammed Yunus. Do you heard this name? He has developed a concept of microfinance. He want to remove the poverty in the world, and for that noble cause, he won the Nobel Prize also. So such types of the strategic intent you should have, and you should have always a core competencies. Whenever you want to develop your any strategy, if you want to develop new innovative idea, new product, make innovation it, in it, there you should have a core competencies in your organizations. And next one is the annual priorities. It is very, very important. Okay, what are the projects you are executing today? The project you are executing today cannot all be in the box 1. They should be in the 3 horizon. That is horizon number 1, horizon number 2, and horizon number 3. So that you have to think related to that horizon number 1, that is called as a core business. Then the second horizon, that is called as a adjacent space, and third horizon, that is an entirely new space. So such types of the you have to think related to the 3 horizons under the annual priorities. And last one is the new core competencies. Okay, what is your competencies? How will you develop your new core competency? For that purpose, what you will do? So that will be the part of new core competencies. And testing your strategic intent. You have what is your strategic intent? I have given the example of Muhammad Yunus. So you have to test your direction, you have to test your motivation, and you have to test your challenges. For that purpose, 6 leadership behavior you should have. Avoid the traps of the past. Be alert to weak signal that may point to long-term trends and non-linear shift. Create the future as a day-to-day process and recognize that the future is now. Experiment and learn. You have to do experiment continuously, and from each and every experiment, you have to learn new things every day. Practice planned opportunities to be resilient in the face of change, and invest energy in the horse you cannot control in order to influence horse you can't control. So such 6 types of the leadership behavior you should have. Then and then you can implement 3-box solutions of strategy for leading innovations in your organization. I think now time is also going to be over. So this is from my side. I have explained everything in a very brief. It may take much more time to discuss this topic.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks to all the contributors, stakeholders of this Adept Talk. I would like to record my thanks to Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Chetan Trivedi, sir, for his valuable motivation behind such activities. Out of his very busy schedules, he spent time with us that it shows his commitment towards education. Thank you so much, Trivedi, sir. I would also like to express my thanks to Sanjay Bhayani, sir, Dean, Department of Business Management, Saurashtra University, Rajkot. Sir, you have very easily explained today's topic. And thank you so much for your excellent talk on 3-box solution strategies for leading innovation. Sir, you have uncovered many things during this session. Expand the leaders' innovation tools kit with simple and proven method for allocating the organization's energy, time, and resources in balanced measure across what you call 3-box. First box was present, second box was past, and third was future. This 3-box framework makes leading innovation easier, and it gives leaders a simply vocabulary to set the tools for managing and measuring these different sets of behavior and activity across the all level of the organization. Thank you very much, Sanjay Bhayani, sir. I would also like to express my thanks to Dr. Bhavsinh Dodia, sir, our young and hard working Dr. Dinesh Chavda, sir, Anitaba, Gohil, madam, for continuous support. I would also like to thank our HODs of various department, teacher, respected EC members, and most importantly, our student, viewers, and researchers. Thank you all for being with us, for your valuable appreciation and comment. Have a great time. Jai Hind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Normally, for such
Thank
types
you.
of the topic, interaction is required.
Yeah.
Because when talking to one way, it will be not an effective way to teach such topic.
Definitely, sir.
So when there is something interactive, that will be a best. Okay, even though I think I understand.
Thank you,
My
sir.
best.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
congratulations to you and your entire team.
Thank you.
Thank you for nice interaction and meeting on this platform.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, very much.